This is the master cylinder of Maruti 800 vehicle. This master cylinder is used to build up the pressure of pressurized fluid in the braking system or in a braking circuit. So the main components of this master cylinders are the plunger and the 2 input ports and the 2 output ports and the fixed ports. This plunger is directly connected to the brake pedal, and in turn it is connected to the 2 pistons with a spring arrangement. These are the 2 input ports from which the oil will be supplied from the 2 separate oil reservoirs, and these are all the 2 output ports. This port is connected to the front brake circuit and this port is connected to the rear brake circuit. Whenever the driver applies the force on the brake pedal, this plunger will move inward, and as this plunger is connected to the pistons, the pressure will be built up in the master cylinder, and that pressurized fluid will be supplied to the brake calipers through these ports. These ports will be connected to the brake calipers through the brake lines. This is the brake caliper of CBZ Extreme. The main components of this are: this is the caliper housing, and this is the mounting plate, this is the brake pads, this is the piston with cylinder arrangement, and this is the input port, and this is the bleeding point. The main purpose of this bleeding point is to remove the air which is entrapped in the brake circuit during the bleeding. So if there is any presence of air particle, will not allow the brake caliper to apply the pressure. So the pressurized fluid from the master cylinder will enter through this port, and the pressurized oil will apply the force on the piston in the cylinder. So you can see that this is the piston. So the pressurized fluid pushes the piston against the brake disc through this brake pad. These are the brake pad. So when the piston is moved against the brake rotor, this pad will be pressed against the rotor. Due to the friction between brake pad and the brake disc, the vehicle will be brought to rest.